morning, everybody. This morning we're going to have Lieutenant Jason Stevens come up and give an update on the homicide that occurred from last night. Lieutenant Stevens?
It's Lieutenant Jason Stevens, S-T-E-P-H-E-N-S. Everyone ready? Last night on January 9th at approximately 3:54 p.m., Wichita police officers responded to the report of a shooting at 18th Street North and Market. They responded to the scene and found a vehicle parked at a stop sign at that location with two injured victims inside, both of which had sustained gunshot wounds. One of the victims, who we identified as being Bernardino, B-E-R-N-A-D-I-N-O, Ornelas, O-R-N-E-L-A-S, was a 24-year-old male, was pronounced deceased at the scene by EMS with multiple gunshot wounds. The second victim, who was identified as being Andrew Ornelas, same spelling of the last name, he was a 25-year-old male, was transported to a local hospital with a severe gunshot wound, and he is still recovering from his injuries at a local hospital at this time. At this point in time, we don't have any suspect descriptions. All we know is that an unknown suspect or suspects in a orange or red colored Chevy Avalanche, or at least we believe the Chevy Avalanche is involved, shot the victims and then left the scene northbound on Market. I want to stress that the Chevy Avalanche was seen leaving the area after the shooting. We're still looking into the possibility that other vehicles could be involved, but that one was certainly seen leaving the area.
Do we know how the vehicles were when the actual shooting did occur? Was one just stopped at a sign?
We know the victims were stopped at a stop sign, parked facing eastbound on 18th Street, facing Market, basically.
Do you think this was a random event, or possibly due to victims?
Right now, we don't know. We believe that it appears to have been a targeted incident. There's no reports otherwise that are indicating that it was just a random occurrence.
Heard some traffic probably about an hour later, somebody claiming their car was shot at about 2:15 in the MacArthur area. Any idea if that may be related at all?
I don't have any knowledge about that incident.
Could you spell the victim's last name again?
Sure. O-R-N-E-L-A-S.
L-A-S?
Yes.
Are either of the victims gang members?
Both of the victims have gang affiliations. Now, at this point in time, we're still looking into all aspects, and we don't know if that gang affiliation had any involvement in this case. We're still investigating that aspect.
Is this the first homicide of the year?
It is the first homicide of the year.
Do you know where they might have come from before they stopped there at 18th and Market?
We do know where they were within the previous hour. It was rather benign. They were shopping at a local shopping mall.
Can you say what kind of vehicle they were in?
I don't have the make and model of the victim's vehicle. It was a four-door passenger car. I do recall that.
Was there damage to any other properties besides that vehicle and the individuals inside the vehicle?
None that has been reported to me. The vehicle had extensive damage, of course.
You mentioned that they had been shopping somewhere. Have you looked at possible surveillance video that maybe this other vehicle followed them out of there?
We're looking into that.
What's your final plea for the community? Obviously, there's no suspect description at this time. What would you like the audience to know?
I would just simply ask that anyone that has direct knowledge or even indirect knowledge of this or any information that would lead us to the identification of a suspect to come forward and contact the Wichita Police Department or Crime Stoppers.
victims brothers?
Cousins.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bernardino was the driver.
Correct.
That's the only thing that we have today. Again, like Lieutenant Stevens stated, I can't stress enough, if you have any additional information, possible suspects, possible motive, anything that could help investigators out on this case, you can call the Wichita Police Department detectives at 268-4407. As always, Crime Stoppers, you can remain completely anonymous at 267-2111. So that's all we have today. Thank you.